everybody, and welcome to Fab Tax. I'm Rosemary, and thanks for stopping by. If you're anything like me, you are totally crushing on boxwood wreaths. You see them everywhere, from Hobby Lobby to Pier 1 to Magnolia Market, and everywhere in between. They are simple and elegant, yet bold in color and form, and perfectly complement almost any decor. Everything about them is lovely, except the price tag. But today, I'm going to show you how I did this DIY version for just $12. Add a buffalo check bow, and it makes the perfect Christmas wreath. So without any further ado, let's get started. To begin, I took one of these Dollar Tree wreath forms, and then using a wire cutter, I just removed that first ring. Next, I took some of this Dollar Tree garland, and it is 15 feet long, so it's a little bit hard to wrap without cutting it. So I just cut it in half, right at the center point of about 7.5 feet. And then I just took one of the ends, and it is a wired garland, so I was able to just kind of wrap it around and secure it onto the wreath form, and then began to just wrap the wreath form with the garland. Once the first half of my garland was wrapped, I took the second half of the garland and again attached it to the wreath form, and then just proceeded to again wrap the form with the garland. So what this is going to do is provide a base for the wreath. So instead of twigs or styrofoam, this is going to be what I actually stick the stems into. It also provides some color and fullness to the wreath. So once the wreath form was fully wrapped, I just took some of these boxwood stems that I got from Walmart for just 97 cents each, and just took the whole stem. I didn't separate it or anything. I just took the whole stem and just began placing it into the wreath in between the wrapped garland. Now, by using the full stem, I am going to achieve that more natural kind of wild look that I'm going for, more along the lines of, say, for example, the Magnolia wreath. But if you are more drawn to, say, for example, the Ballard Designs wreath, which is a more orderly and organized look, you will want to remove the stems, the branches from the stems, and this will give you more control, over the layout, and will result in a more refined look. I did place a total of 10 stems around the wreath, and in order to make sure that I spaced them out properly, what I did was I placed 5 around half, made sure that they were evenly spaced around, and then did 5 on the other half. I made the buffalo check bow with this value ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I just did a quick loop bow, just getting a nice long tail first, and then looping the ribbon around 4 loops on each side. And the loops are about 4 inches in length, and I'm just quickly going through it here because I know everyone is at so many different levels in bow making, so I just wanted to give you this quick look. But I will be linking, if you do need more in-depth instruction on bow making, I will be linking bow tutorials in the description box below. And here again is the finished project. If you follow my channel, this wreath may look familiar to you, as it is one of the farmhouse wreaths that I did for the fall season. So what I wanted to do now is just kind of show you how you can quickly change it around just by taking out a few of the elements and create a Christmas into winter wreath. So the first thing I'm going to do is just remove those little clip-on pumpkins that were used for the fall wreath, And then pretty much everything else is staying intact. The lamb's ear, the cotton, the pine cones, and the ribbon will all stay. And then I'm going to just take some white snowflakes and use those to replace the pumpkins and add a little Christmas and winter flavor. I'll be using these Christmas ornaments from the Dollar Tree. They come two to a package. And what I'll do is I will actually be adding stems to them so that I can attach them to the wreath. To make the stem, I took about a 9-inch piece of Dollar Tree wire, and then I just looped it through the little hole in the ornament and then began wrapping the very tip of the ornament there with the wire. So for the first snowflake that goes near the welcome sign, I'm just going to attach it in place and then take the wire and wrap it around that stem that comes up from the base of the wreath to hold the welcome sign. For the rest of the snowflakes, I added the wire the same way as the first, but I also added a stem to the bottom. Since I didn't have the stem for the welcome sign, I needed to add this so that I could attach the rest of the snowflakes to the wreath. And then I just proceeded to place 2 more of the snowflakes to the bottom and then 3 additional snowflakes to the top. If you would like to see how I made the original wreath, you can check that out in this link here, or I will also provide a link in the description box below. Also, I encourage you to take a look at wreaths that you have that might be fall wreaths or other seasons and see if there are ways that you could also change out minimal things and create a whole new look with your wreath. And here is the finished project. Okay, so next I have this monogram wreath that I again did in a previous video for my fall wreaths. And this is pretty much, you can see, all in neutral colors, except for this pop of orange provided by the hydrangeas. So what I'm going to do is simply remove the hydrangeas, and then we're going to replace them with some poinsettias. Now, as you can see, the hydrangeas are just sliding right out. And this is because when I do my wreaths, I kind of use this same method where I wrap the form in some material. In this case, it's raffia, and then just slide the stems underneath. It holds it quite well. I mean, I have to, pull them to get them out. But, it's not taped down and wired down and all that mess that would really be a lot more difficult to do this change out process with. So now I'm just going to be replacing the hydrangea with these poinsettias that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're in this really great, deep red color, and it's going to just go great with the neutrals that I already have here. And I'm going to just cut off the stems, cut the flowers from the stems. First, I always put my leaves up to the very top of the bud, and then I just proceed to cut the stems, probably about 4 or 5 inches long. Next, I'm just going to add the poinsettias to the wreath by just taking the stems and sliding them right underneath of that raffia. And then I just repeated the process on the other side. And again, if you would like to see how I made the original wreath, you can check that out here, and I will also supply a link in the description box. And here is the finished project. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this quick and easy Christmas wreath DIY featuring boxwood wreaths, plus the bonus wreath redo with both the fall buffalo check and monogram wreaths. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give a thumbs up, and please share with any family and friends you think would also enjoy this DIY. If you have a favorite, please let me know in the comments, along with any questions or suggestions you might have. There is much more to come for the Christmas season, including more in my DIY Christmas gift series, so if you're not already a subscriber, you might want to consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you see all the new videos once they are published. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.